everyone, this is Khushbu Singhvi and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm sharing with you all some amazing tips and tricks to take care of your curls, and trust me, these tips are going to change your curl life for good. I have learned all of this with a lot of trial and errors, and I thought why not share it with you and make your curly life easier. Also, I will be discussing a few doubts and their solutions along with these tips, which comes in almost everybody's head when they are just starting their curly hair journey. I can assure you this video is going to be super beneficial for you if you are a curly hair beginner and you are still learning how to take care of your curls. As you can see, I have colored my hair. Yes, I have. And if you want to know more about this, what did I do, how, when, please follow me on Instagram. I share a lot of updates there about all of these things. It's not possible to do it here on YouTube, so follow me there. Also, if you are new to my channel or if this is the first time you're watching a video about curly hair and you have no idea what is CGM, that is Curly Girl Guide Method, I highly recommend you go check out the first 2 videos on my channel, and that will solve all your doubts about CGM. For now, let's get started with this video. So my tip number 1 will be regular scalp massages. Now why am I saying that? So if you've seen, especially if you've just started CG, you know that you're not supposed to comb your hair every day. You're supposed to comb your hair only on wash day. And I've also seen a lot of people complaining about hair fall when they start CG. They say because of CG I have excessive hair fall. This is one of the most common thing I've heard. I too experienced it when I started my CG, and I'll tell you why exactly it happens. So because we are not combing our hair every day, obviously the hair strands are getting collected, because 70 to 100 hair strands fall every single day. That is something which is natural, and when you don't comb them every day, most of them remain in your hair, and then when suddenly you are combing, you see all of that hair coming out together on your wash day. That is, after 3, 4 or n number of days, correct? So you don't have to worry about that. Now coming to the point, why did I say scalp massages? Because when we are not combing our hair every day, that means we are not combing our scalp as well, and that is not promoting any blood circulation on our scalp. So for that, I love to massage my scalp every night before going to sleep. Sometimes I skip it as well, so it's okay if you do it alternate night or every night as you are comfortable. Take a light oil or any hydrosol, or just simply use your finger pads, whatever you prefer, and massage your scalp very gently. Like just put your hair inside and massage it. You don't need to be rigorous because that can spoil your curls. So just massage it gently and see for yourself how beautifully will it work for you. Please wash your hair whenever you need to. You do not need to stretch your wash day for 10 days or 7 days or whatever days. So when I actually started my CG, I heard a lot of bloggers talking about not washing your hair before 7 days or 10 days because curly hair is dry and all those things. And I actually started following that. In fact, I would be so happy when I would not wash my hair till 8 days, or I could extend my wash day till 7, 8, 9, whatever days. And guys, honestly, that is the biggest mistake I did. Initially, it was fine. My curls were behaving very, very good. But after a month or so, my scalp got so itchy. My scalp became so weird. I was just not liking that. And I could not understand that this was happening because of me not washing my hair when it is actually needed. I live in Goa and the weather is super humid there. Apart from that, there can be many reasons. Maybe you sweat a lot. Maybe you have an oily scalp. Maybe you're working out every day. There are so many things. So you need to wash your hair when your scalp needs it. Please do not extend your wash days simply because you think that you have curly hair and you should not wash them for 7 or 10 days, or even for that matter 5 days. Wash it when it is needed. But what we can do is use a strong shampoo or a normal shampoo only once a week. And for your other washes, like the midweek washes, please use a co-wash or a very, very mild shampoo. Okay, this is very important because you do not want to strip away all your natural oils by shampooing 3 times a week or 2 times a week. So limit that, and rest of the times use a co-wash. Now, if you want to know about strong shampoo, mild shampoo, co-washes, which one should you use? I actually have a video on my channel by the name of CG Starter Kit, where I've shared what shampoos or what co-washes you should use. And if you are not a beginner and you just want to look for all the options, I have a video for that as well. I'll link both of them below in the description. please check that out. Also guys, before we move ahead in the video, I just want to share with you all that these curls that you see here are by Lotus Organics. I've been using their products for a short while now, and I'm sharing one of my watch days with these amazing products, so please have a look. They have an entire hair strengthening range which consists of a shampoo, mask and a revitalizer. They are also suitable for all hair types and of course are curly hair friendly, and they are also enriched with rosemary oil, which is actually 100% certified organic, and all the products have a subtle fragrance of rosemary. Now the first thing I'm using here is the hair fall control shampoo. Now this is a transparent and a medium consistency shampoo. The good thing is it's a mild shampoo. It lathers decently and cleanses effectively but does not dry out my curls at all. The formulation here is amazing and I absolutely love it. Now I'm going to follow up with the hair fall control revival mask. Now this mask is really thick in texture but it gets absorbed instantly in your hair, so you need to be really careful of the quantity you're using. It is an ultra moisturizing mask but it lacks slip completely, so I highly recommend you detangle your hair prior to the application of this mask. This mask leaves my hair really soft and nourished. Absolutely love it. I normally keep it around 15 minutes and then wash it off, and of course because I'm using a deep conditioner here, I'm going to skip on my normal conditioner. I'm going to rinse this off and follow up with styling. Now the next product we are using is the hair fall control revitalizer. This comes in an easy to use pump bottle, and the good thing is this can also be used on your roots along with your hair length. This one is an absolutely non-sticky and non-greasy formula, and it really surprised me. This is also amazing if you want to use it for LOC or LOCG, where you can replace your oil with this. This will actually work perfect for people who wash their hair every day or every alternate day and looking for a light serum or a leave-in. But for a normal wash day, when you want your curls to definitely last longer than a day, you need to definitely pair this up with a leave-in or a cream and a gel. So now what you see here were my results from this particular wash day. I did follow up with a gel after applying the revitalizer. Now let's move back to our tips. I know that you've heard about deep conditioning enough by now, but let me just explain you that when should you do it, how often should you do it, and why should you do it. Now, if you are somebody who've done any kind of chemical treatment to your hair, like you've been straightening your hair, rebounding, keratin treatment, colored your hair, or if you're somebody who've been using a straightening iron very often and now you're switching back to your healthy curls, trust me, take it from me, you have to deep condition at least once a week. It is very important, especially when you are starting your journey. Please do not skip on it. Now, if you're starting your journey with your virgin hair, in that case you might have to judge and you might need deep conditioning once in 15 days or once in a month. That is something you need to see for yourself, because your hair might be already moisturized and they might not need a lot of extra nourishment, and a leave-in or a cream with a gel will just do the job. So that is something you need to judge according to your hair. But if you have been doing any chemical treatment to your hair, please deep condition every week in the start of your journey. Then slowly you can reduce it. Okay, this is very important. Please do not skip on this if you want to reach back to your healthy curls. And if you are using a DIY deep conditioner, they are amazing. They also work beautifully. So please try them if you do not wish to invest in a market bought deep conditioner. I have a lot of options on my channel for market bought ones and for DIY deep conditioners as well. But just remember one thing, if you have dry curly hair like me, then even the DIY conditioners you must use after the shampoo and then follow it up with a normal conditioner just to remove the smell and particles. So yes, add this to your routine and see the difference, and do not overdo if you do not have chemically treated hair. Now let's move on to the fourth tip, which is actually kind of connected to the third one, and this one is please use STC, that is squish to condition. Now this is a technique to add a lot of moisture to your hair. Now let's face it that we all have our busy life somewhere or the other, and we do not always have time for deep conditioning, and I do understand. I'm not saying that you can skip it every time, but sometimes when you really do not have time for deep conditioning and you want a quick way to add moisture to your hair, that is when you should use squish to condition. It is a technique which can literally add ultra moisture to your hair in under 5 minutes. I have an entire video on this. Please go check it out. I will link that as well in the description. And people with extremely dry hair, okay, like if you have tried deep conditioning every week, you are trying everything else, but you still feel that your hair is dry, try doing STC with your deep conditioner. Once you have applied the deep conditioner for 15 to 20 minutes, just before washing it off, use this technique, alright? So go check it out. It is a beautiful way to get super moisturized curls. Trust me, it works like a charm, and I cannot stress enough that how good is this technique. I started using it very late in my journey, and I do regret that, and I don't want you to regret. So please check it out. Just 5 minutes for those beautiful gorgeous curls. I see so many of you missing on this one. You know, you might use the best of products, the best of techniques, doing everything in a perfect way, and still ending up with extremely frizzy curls or not your desired results. One reason can be that you're not protecting your hair while they are wet. After you wash your hair, you can either use a diffuser and dry your hair, but if you are like me who's air drying their hair, in that case you need to ensure that while your hair is wet, it is not touching any absorbent material, okay? For example, if you are wearing a cotton shirt or any absorbent material and your hair is resting on that material, it will suck in the moisture from your hair, and you do not want to do it. So please, while your hair is wet, either wear a satin robe so that your hair is falling on that whole satin material. If you want to travel out, or if you do not wish to invest in a robe and you have a satin scarf at home or any satin material, just tie it around your neck so that till the time your hair is drying, they are actually resting on that satin material. Even if you have to go to work and your hair is little wet, you can always style a satin scarf and then open it, you know, once your hair is dry. So please try this. It will make such a huge difference that you will not believe. I had struggled with this again for a very long time, and I learned it very late. So please make this change now and try not to touch your curls when they are wet, okay? That is the time you can actually spoil them. So yes, try this and see the difference. Now there is a high possibility that you're following everything else but you still wake up with messy, frizzy or tangled hair. That is because you're not protecting them while you're sleeping. So this is very important. Please use a silk or a satin scarf, a pillowcase or a bonnet, whatever you're comfortable with, but ensure not to sleep on an absorbent material. You can also try a lycra buff. You can also try putting a soft t-shirt on your pillow, get a satin material and wrap it, or just buy a pillowcase or buy a bonnet. Whatever works for you, do it, but please sleep on satin, silk or lycra and not on any other absorbent material. This is extremely important. Personally, a bonnet is something I need all the time, every time. I cannot do without that, and that is very important for me. So yeah, for me it is a bonnet, but it can be something else for you. Try it. What I did was, when I started my journey, I just bought a satin material and I would wrap it on my pillow and sleep on it, and then I realized that it helped me a lot, but it was still not giving me the best results, and that is when I invested in a bonnet. So yeah, that is up to you. Now another very important tip, that is how to retain your curls for longer without them getting dry. Now this tip is especially for people who've been transitioning from straightened hair or chemically treated hair in any way, and they are switching to their natural curls now, and you've tried everything else, okay, but still you are ending up with dry curls by day 2 or day 3 and you're not liking it. So please try this. Try to layer up your stylers. That is, try something like LOC, LOCG or LOG. So basically L here stands for leave-in, O for oil, C for cream and G for gel, okay. So I'm putting these various combinations here. Try all and see what works best for you. What works best for me is applying a cream, then applying a little oil on the down portion of my hair, like the half length, a light oil, and then follow it up with a gel. This method gave me such moisturized curls till day 3. Now again, I started to use this technique very late in my journey. I wasn't aware of it, or maybe even if I heard it, I kind of ignored it. I didn't think it would make such a huge difference, but I cannot explain what difference it had made on my curls when my curls were ending up dry by day 2 after trying everything else. This really helps in sealing in that moisture, especially when your hair is damaged and it's not absorbing the moisture properly or not holding up on it. So that oil really helps to seal it all in. So apply it over your leave-in or cream and then follow it up with a gel, or try these various combinations, see which one works best for you, and you will have some gorgeous results. Just be sure of using a light oil. Now let's move on to our next tip, which is a very asked question by literally everyone. That is how to maintain a balance between protein and moisture, what products to use, what not to use, and all of that. Guys, I do understand that it is important, but in the start of your journey, I would say do not focus a lot on it. Especially in the start of your journey, I would say do not overburden yourself by knowing all the ingredients and how much protein to use, how much moisture to use. Just relax, it's going to be all fine. I do understand that curls can get over moisturized, or that can be a protein overload. Yes, it can happen. So what I can suggest is try to use balanced products or balance them out. If you are using a protein rich gel, then maybe use a normal leave-in. Okay, also do not judge by yourself by just looking at the ingredients that this one has protein and this one doesn't. Yes, sometimes the ingredient list does say protein, but it might be added into the product for something else which you and I don't understand. There are a lot of chemical composition, there are a lot of reasons why some things are added into a product, and I can say that most of us are not very well informed about all of this, and we don't know why an ingredient has been added in the product by the formulator. There might be more reasons which you and I are not aware of. So ask the brand if this is a protein rich product. For example, Fix My Curls do promote their product as protein rich products. So that means those products will give you a protein effect on your hair. They also have a moisture line. Similarly, like Ashba or the Curl Up Cream, they are more like balanced products. The Curl Up Gel is promoted as a protein free product. So just go on that. Do not go on every single ingredient and then judge the product. Just take the basic picture and try to keep your wash day balanced. Okay, there are some deep conditioners which are rich in protein, like Requil. Okay, it is sold as a protein deep conditioner. Even Plum has a deep conditioner which has protein, another one is moisture. So it's like, you know, on the brands which are promoting their products as protein or protein free, trust more on that than trusting on every single ingredient. Also, I will make an entire video on the protein moisture topic, because I know there are many points that can be covered here and I cannot talk all of that in this video. It's going to be crazy long, which it might already be by now. So I'll definitely make an entire video on the protein moisture topic, and I'll cover the points, how can you know and everything. But for now, I will say do not worry much about it. Similarly, please do not worry about your porosity as well. I know a lot of people say that this product will only work for high porosity or low porosity, but that does not happen. First of all, it is not possible to find out your porosity sitting at home. You can only do it in a lab. Also, one head of hair can have hair which have high porosity and can have hair which have low porosity. A single strand can have different porosities up and down. So do not worry so much about all of this. At the end of the day, these are your hair. I would say keep it simple, keep it relaxed, enjoy your wash day, enjoy your curls instead of getting all confused with all of these things. So just take it easy and do not worry about it. And my last and final tip will be patient, give it time, and you will get the results. Do not expect to have gorgeous looking curls after the first wash day, or do not complain that why am I not getting them. Please be patient, give it time, follow everything, and it's all going to be fine. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.